is up, guys? It is SkngOblvn back with the brand new Minecraft video. We are back here on the Geode SMP, and in this episode I'm just gonna do just a thorough, I guess, server slash base tour. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do everyone's inventions and stuff and their builds, but definitely want to showcase like our builds that we've done. So I guess we can just get a quick glance at everything we've built. Everything's labeled, so if you look here, you can see just everything. Let's start with the first thing that we built, which would be our houses. So over here is Bren's house. If we look inside, it's just nice and cozy. He has everything he needs in here. And then if we go up top over here, let us get up the ladder. We have a brewing station. Now, this brewing station is just random, but eventually it's going to be a part of our lore, which I think I'm going to make a separate video just detailing everything that we plan to do for lore purposes. So, alright, we built this one, then we are going to head over, let me close these doors. We're going to head over here, and this is Learn's house. So if we head in here, it's just nice and simple. He hasn't really done much, but he will later. And alright, the next thing we started working on was just our farms. I built a gigantic wheat farm here. I think you can get around 3 stacks of wheat just from this farm alone. And we also got a cow pen. These cows took forever to get, especially because I needed to get 2 of them, and we live in a desert and just badlands, so the whole like area around it within like 1,000 blocks is just straight desert and badlands. So it was definitely a journey to go get those cows, but we've done that. We planted a lot of sugarcane. There's some this way, but most of our sugarcane harvest comes from just basically this side. And we also built a mini tree farm. I wouldn't really call it mini, seeing how big this tree is, but we then got to start working on a nether portal. I can talk about the nether in a second, but first let's go explore some of the rest of the base. This, if you were watching the first video, this is just the village that we came in. We've started to destroy some of the houses because we want to build just custom things around the place. And some of it's still there, but eventually most of it will get torn down and just built into other things that we need. Over here, there's just some more. I think pretty much every villager has been moved. We have a separate area for our villagers, which I'll show you next. Over here, we just have simple nether wart, and all of these are just empty villager houses. Alright, so I guess the next thing I can show off is our villager area. So what I decided to do for a villager area was just build this gigantic tree. I think it just looks really cool and really neat. And right here is this villager area. So if we close these doors and go down, we can see we have cells for all of our villagers and a sign with the correct enchanted books that each villager has. Like if we look at this guy, he has power 5. If we look at this guy, he has fire aspect 2. And occasionally they double up and have good traits. But I think we have one for every book. If we look here, over here is just stockpile of books. We have a bunch of extras, which we plan to make a shop at spawn and start selling those off. Over here, we have all of our trading villagers where we trade just whatever natural resource we have, like sugarcane, melons, pumpkins, iron, all just stuff like that, paper, so we can get emeralds. I think eventually we plan to build a raid farm, but that will be further down the future. Over here we have a bunch of villagers. This part is more the villager breeding area. So we breed the villagers in here with all their beds, and then we construct villagers essentially to go with whatever profession that we need. So let us go up and out of here. Alright, next up I can show you my RV. But first, before we get to the RV, this is our enchantment setup. This was entirely built by Bren, and I think he did a great job. We just built or he just built a cool like obsidian structure with deep slate around. It's like supposed to be floating, bookshelves everywhere. It's supposed to be like a magical themed. But it's full level 30 enchant. I already have all my tools, so I can't really show it off, but it's full level 30. And then next up, this is my RV. I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. I'm not really the best builder, so I thought I did a pretty good job on here. But let's head into the RV. Over here, we just have my bed, just a jukebox, all of the stuff that you really need. I have a lot of storage in here. And then I have like blast furnaces, smokers, like smithing table, whatever that thing is called. I forgot the saw. And yeah, all my stuff is labeled in their item frames. Well, these top ones aren't because I didn't know where to put the item frames. But not much to show in the RV. It's just a simple starter base. We plan to do like a larger team headquarters. We will get to that later. Here's Brent's horse. These are our personal stasis chambers. So if you don't know how a stasis chamber is, you put an ender pearl, you like pretend you're throwing it. Well, you don't pretend, you actually throw it and the ender pearl pops back up, but it just stays in stasis. That's why it's called a stasis chamber. And so whenever someone hits a trapdoor, it activates it, and if you're anywhere on the overworld, you will teleport right back here because that's when the ender pearl activates. So here's the nether. We can show you that in a second, but let us head over here. Here, I'll show you this first. This is a throne. It's built out of iron blocks and deep slate coal. I've heard that deep slate coal is one of the rarest blocks in the game, so I figured I'd just build a simple throne. Over here we have a fully functioning, I think 12 villager iron farm. It is very efficient. This is just what it's produced in like the last 30 minutes, so we definitely have a lot of iron. We're never really in concern for iron. Then after that I built a fully automatic pumpkin slash melon farm. It is pretty good. I think if we check this, I've already harvested a lot of it, or like used all of it for villager trading, but we have a decent supply in here. If I AFK for like a day, it's gonna be like fully full with all the chests, so it works really fast. And I think this is the final thing we've done on our base, which is just the skelly farm. So if we go down here, we just have a full skeleton farm. We have all these chests. These ones are full of bones, more bones, arrows, everything you need. Skeletons to kill for XP and items. And yeah, so we just had a simple little chute down here, and then a simple water elevator that takes us all the way back up to the top. Alright, so now that we've covered most of our just overworld section, I can showcase our nether area, which we really haven't done much, but I can show you that, and then we can go to spawn, and then maybe check out a few bases, and we'll see if anyone's online. There's a few. We can go check that out. So if we go this way, this way it leads to the nether fortress. I'm thinking about doing another nether video where we just go farming or like raiding bastions. I think it would be a cool adventure video, which I'd definitely be down to do. But if we head this way, we start heading towards spawn. So we just follow these blocks. The nether really isn't organized at all. There's just going to be a lot of random blocks everywhere, so eventually I think we plan to move or like construct a nether hub, but it's going to be on the nether roof, I believe. So yeah, just bear with it for now. I think we're definitely going to try to do improvements to it later, but let's get up here and move over here. I'm a bit confused. There used to be a portal here. I'm guessing it got moved to the nether roof, which not the worst thing, because I think we need to do that as well. It just makes it easier for travel between just other people's bases. But if we go down here, this leads us to spawn. This is exactly a 0-0 portal, so we can go check that out. It's not the safest portal by any means, but if we head this way, we can check out just a little part of the shopping district. It hasn't really been created, it's just there's plots, and people will eventually start putting their shops here, and yeah. I don't know if anyone's real. I think Jaded is busy right now and he's kind of sick, so he's not gonna be able to record. I'm not sure what everyone else is doing, so I'm guessing I'll just make this video pretty short because I just wanted to do a quick server slash base tour. But since no one is online, I don't really want to explore other people's builds without them on it, because I think it would be cool if we could just have a video of, okay, this guy decided to follow me here, have a video with everyone showcasing their base. I think that would be a fun one. I could definitely do that later. But as we're heading back to my base, I think it would be cool to talk about some of just the other things that we plan to do on the server. I think one of them would definitely be to create a lot of lore. I know there's probably a lot of SMPs that do like lore-based videos where they construct everything and then it's essentially just like role-playing. We have our own characters. I think I mentioned in the last video, and if I didn't, I'm sorry, but my character is a scientist. Right now I have a lab coat on and a businessman. I have a suit underneath this lab coat, but yeah. We're scientists, and that is going to be our front business, but we are actually a cartel, which I thought would be cool. We make potions, and which are supposed to represent drugs essentially, but our front is just we're a restaurant making slash science company. We're just multiversal. We just end up doing a lot of things, which is I think pretty interesting. And yeah, that's just I think like the framework for what our lore is gonna be, but it's gonna go a lot more in depth. I think we're not starting it yet because we just want everyone to just be ready and familiar with this server, just get everything that they need like constructed and stuff. So eventually we will start that, but for now we're just gonna be gathering up our resources, building our just bases, and lore should be coming out within the next week, I believe. I think I will create a lore video for sure, and then Jaded's also creating one, so if you guys want to see some lore videos, definitely check out his channel. I'll probably link it in the description down below, and he's also doing like a series on this server. There's also a couple others. I'll try and link their channels as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed just a quick server tour. Just wanted to show you everything that we've built. Oh, I also built this bridge, and we have a beacon. I don't believe I mentioned that, but yeah. Alright, well, peace guys.